Hi. I sure hope there's sound on this one because I recorded a video earlier. No sound. I don't know if you guys can read lips, so let's try it again. It is Thursday, and I think it's important to say what day of the week it is because it's pretty hard to get mixed up on what day of the week it is. I usually know when it's Sunday because then I go to church and make that service for you guys. But anyway, I am still thinking about Earth Day. And it's a little harder to do that today because it's kind of a gray, cold day. Ooh, look outside. Yuck, yuck, yuck. But I'm still thinking about creation and the earth and the wonderful thing that God has done for us in creating the earth for us. So one of the things that I wanted to show you in my messy office was a Bible that I have. Now it's backwards. It's called the Green Bible. It's a special Bible because everywhere in this Bible that they talk about the earth and creation, it's green. The words are green instead of black. How cool is that? And so I am in the Bible's songbook. The songbook is are the Psalms. P.S. Psalms. P-S-A-L-M-S. It's right in the middle of the Bible. The Psalms are right in the middle of the Bible. The one that I'm looking at right now is Psalm 66. And it says this: all the earth worships you. They sing praises to you. Sing praises to your name. Kind of cool. People sing praises to God. But did you ever think about the earth doing that? For example, and this one is the easy one, birds. Birds sing, and they are singing praises to God. But did you ever think about a bunny rabbit doing it? A cat, that's easier because they make noise. Or a dog, the barking, could that be praise to God? It could, and it is. Or guinea pigs or fish. The fish's praises might be a little bit quieter. Could cows and horses, of course, and foxes, and the whole creation, all the earth. When the writer of the Psalm said all the earth, they meant all the earth, not just the creatures. So mountains sing praise to the God. Well, it's easy to think of the wind doing it, right? Because that can make a whistling noise. But the sun and the air and the wind sing praises to God. Water, easier for water because we can hear water. But even things that we think of, trees, plants, all sing praise to God. That's really an interesting idea. And I'm not the one to make it up. People have been saying that for a long time. So we care for creation because all creation is, we're part of creation. And all creation, all the earth, worships God. The other thing that I wanted to show you, it's kind of a silly thing, is this. This painting. I found this painting in a place called Habitat Restore. I don't know if you guys have ever been there. It's a shop where people bring the things that are used for building and caring, like refinishing your home, even like rugs and dishes, and if you need a new toilet or new light fixture or something, people bring their used things there instead of throwing them out, which is a wonderful thing because that's caring for creation. Instead of throwing it in the dump or in the garbage, you bring it to Habitat Restore, and somebody like my husband Jeff, who might be looking for a thing to fix his things with, can go and buy it. And the money that he spends on those things gets given to a fund to help people build and get a home for themselves, somebody who couldn't afford it. That's called Habitat for Humanity. So one day Jeff was there looking at stuff, and I don't always look at the stuff because I'm not a handy person, but I was looking around and I found some pictures and some paintings. And I found this one, and I really loved it. I'm trying to get that straight for you, because it was a tree and grass, lots of trees. I like that old fence. I thought it was beautiful. The frame is kind of a pretty green. And so I picked it up, and I think it was only like $1. And all of a sudden, I looked in the back. There's a note in the back. It says, "My first painting. To Shannon, my precious granddaughter, with all my love, grandmother." And down on the bottom it says, "Shannon, this material was real hard to cut. Perhaps your dad can straighten it up. A frame will hide some of the rough edges." He must have done it because there's no rough edges here, and it's kind of beautiful. I don't know what happened to Shannon. I don't know how this beautiful painting ended up in Habitat Restore. Kind of made me cry a little bit to think about the love that the grandma, all her love in this painting for her granddaughter. And I wanted it to be in a house with someone who would appreciate it, so I bought it. It made me think about how there'll be some time when there might be things of mine that nobody would know who Jan was, or her grandchildren, but as long as the beauty and art, it can still be shared, then Shannon's grandma's love is still there to be shared. We always say that love does not go away, that God's love will never leave us. And so the love that Shannon's grandma had for her in making this beautiful painting reminds me of the love that God has for us in making this beautiful creation. I gotta tell you, the first time I recorded this with no sound, I didn't think to say that, but now God's let me say that. So here's a little bit of, not homework for you, but an idea. Maybe you could go out every day and listen for the earth praising God and worshiping God. When I take our dog Remy out every morning, I listen for the birds. But you can also listen for the rustle of the grass with the wind. You can listen for water and air and sun and creation. And you can do that anytime you want, every day or whenever you want. How cool is that, right? So, as I like to say at the end of these messages, I love you and I miss you. And I want you to remember that God loves you all. Have a good day.